Welcome to this video tutorial on how to download your recording or to create a vodcast. What is a vodcast? Well, the word vodcast is actually the shortening of video and podcast. Essentially, it's a podcast with video. It's also known as a vidcast. So before we download our recording, it's important to remember that when making content visible to others, it's your responsibility to ensure that you have considered legal issues such as copyright, right of others to opt out, accessibility and attribution. There's some guidance notes on this on the Changing Landscapes website, which I'll put a link to via the I button. If you are leaving the university and you want to take copies of your recordings with you, it is important that you first seek the permission of your head of school or head of service. First of all, log into My Media site, or alternatively log into the VLE and use the My Media tab. Select the recording that you would like to download or create a vodcast of. Once you've opened it, select the Edit tab. Then underneath you've got three more tabs and we want to select the Delivery tab. Under the Delivery tab you'll find some options and we want to select Video Podcast. In here there are three options: export slides on audio to MP4, export video on audio to MP4, or export video, audio and slides to MP4. What does this mean? Export video, audio and slides to MP4. This will display the presenter video, if it's been recorded, and the projected feed with audio. Exporting video and audio to MP4 will display the presenter video only with the audio. Exporting slides and audio to MP4 will display the projected feed only with audio. For this example, I'm going to select the video and audio to MP4 option. Once I've selected this, I need to click on Save. The vodcast will now be created, and it will take at least 1.5 times as long as the duration of the recording to process. The time taken will vary by the size of the file and the number of people using the system at the time. We recommend that you set them up in advance and return a few hours later or the following day to download. Once the vodcast has been created, there will be a Download Video Podcast option available on the summary screen of the recording in My Media site. So now I've downloaded this vodcast and I can play it. Notice that this is now watermarked with the University of Leeds logo. That should give you all the information you need to know on how to download your recording or create a vodcast. For further information and advice, please contact the relevant support services. Thank you for listening to this video tutorial.